It was 1979. 17-year-old Mary Vincent just wanted to go home. Stranded in Berkeley, California, she made a fateful decision hitchhike back to Los Angeles. Little did she know, this ride would take her on a detour through the darkest corners of humanity. The California sun beat down on the asphalt as Mary stood by the roadside, her thumb extended hopefully. Cars whizzed by, their occupants oblivious to the young girl's plight. But just as despair threatened to engulf her, a blue van slowed to a stop. A man rolled down the window, his face obscured by the harsh sunlight. "Need a lift?" he asked, his voice deceptively gentle. She climbed into the van, unaware that she was stepping into a trap. Behind the wheel sat Lawrence Singleton, a man whose ordinary appearance belied a heart filled with darkness. He seemed harmless enough, a middle-aged man with a kind smile and a disarming demeanor. He spoke of mundane things, the weather, the traffic, his words washing over Mary in a wave of normalcy that lulled her into a false sense of security. As they drove, Mary couldn't shake off a growing unease. Singleton's eyes seemed to linger a little too long, his smile failing to reach the depths of his gaze. Unease morphed into full-blown fear as Singleton veered off the main highway, steering the van down a desolate dirt road. The scenery outside the window changed from the familiar to the unsettling, the once comforting openness of the road now replaced by a claustrophobic wall of trees. Mary's heart pounded in her chest, each bump in the road sending a jolt of terror through her. Singleton's demeanor shifted, the mask of normalcy slipping away to reveal the darkness beneath. Mary knew she was in danger. Her instincts screamed at her to escape, to run as fast and as far away from Singleton as she could. She watched him, her mind racing, frantically searching for an opportunity, any opportunity, to get away. When the van finally came to a stop, Mary saw her chance. The moment Singleton's attention wavered, his gaze momentarily distracted, she made her move. She flung open the van door and bolted, her legs pumping furiously, her lungs burning with exertion. She didn't dare look back. The sound of her own ragged breathing drowned out by the thundering of her own heart. But her escape was short-lived. Singleton caught her, his grip like a vice, dragging her back to the van as she struggled with all her might. Back inside the van, Singleton's rage erupted. He unleashed a torrent of violence upon Mary, a brutality that defied comprehension. He beat her with a sledgehammer, each blow a sickening thud that reverberated through her body. He hacked at her with a hatchet, the blade biting into her flesh, leaving her broken and bleeding. Through the haze of pain, Mary slipped in and out of consciousness. Singleton, convinced that he had left her for dead, drove Mary to a remote cliffside. He dragged her lifeless body out of the van, tossing her over the edge like a discarded rag doll. He left her there, alone in the unforgiving wilderness, believing that he had silenced her forever. But how will she survive this? But Mary clung to life. She lay at the bottom of the ravine, her body shattered, her spirit broken but not extinguished. The setting sun cast long shadows across the ravine, the air growing colder as darkness descended. The pain was unbearable, a constant throbbing that pulsed through her entire being. But amidst the agony, a single thought pierced through the fog of her pain survival. With superhuman strength, fueled by a will to live that defied all reason, Mary began to climb. She pulled herself up the treacherous cliff face, her broken bones screaming in protest, her mangled hands slipping on the loose dirt and rock. Inch by agonizing inch she climbed. After what felt like an eternity, she reached the top. She collapsed on the edge of the road, her body a mass of pain and exhaustion. Can she make it to safety? A passing couple spotted Mary's broken form on the roadside. Rushed to the hospital, she clung to life. Her physical wounds would heal, but the emotional scars would forever remain, a constant reminder of the darkness that she had stared down. Mary Vincent's story is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, a beacon of hope in the face of unimaginable darkness. She faced her attacker in court, her voice unwavering as she recounted the horrors she endured. Singleton was convicted, but his sentence, a mere 14 years, sparked outrage and ignited a movement for stricter laws against violent offenders. Mary refused to let the darkness define her. She became an advocate for victims' rights, her voice rising above the pain to inspire hope and courage in others. Her story, a chilling reminder of the capacity for evil that exists in the world, is ultimately a story of survival, resilience, and the triumph of the human spirit. Thank you for watching. Follow for more true crime stories. This is True Crime Tapes. What can we learn from her story?